Welcome children in bio class. Today I am in bio class. I am going to teach you fertilization. Fertilization is the process of fusion of two dissimilar sexual reproductive units. The sexual reproductive units are called gametes. There are two gametes, male gamete and female gamete, both fuse together. The process of fusion is the fertilization. Process of fertilization was discovered by Strasburger. Children, you have studied during pollination, pollen grain transfer from anther to the stigma. So this is the female part of the flower. This whole structure is female part of the flower. In this female part of flower, their top is the stigma, style and ovary. During pollination, pollen grains are landing on the stigma. So here many pollen grains are present. Children, before fertilization, there are some events. First is pollen pistil interaction. Second is germination of pollen grain and growth of pollen tube. Third is entry of the pollen tube into the ovule. Then fourth is the entry of pollen tube into the embryo sac. Children, embryo sac is found in the ovule. This portion is called ovary. Inside the ovary, this structure is the ovule, and inside the ovule, you see this structure is called embryo sac. In the pollen grains are present on the stigma. This pollen grain will germinate. In the pollen tube, male gametes are present. These male gametes will come into the embryo sac. But before that, the first event is pollen pistil interaction. So what is the pollen pistil interaction? All the events from pollen deposition on the stigma until the pollen tube enters the ovule are together referred to as pollen pistil interaction. Pollen grains are coming on the stigma by different agent, maybe air or wind, water, insects or some other way. So right type of pollen grains should come on the stigma. The pistil has the ability to recognize the pollen, whether it is the right type or of the wrong type. Right type of the pollen grains are compatible, wrong type of pollen grains are incompatible. If the right type of pollen grain has come on the stigma, then pistil accept that pollen and promote post-pollination events that lead to fertilization. So there is now next step will start, that germination of pollen grain. So pollen grain present on the stigma, there is germination of pollen grain and growth of pollen tube. Pollen grain, when coming on the stigma, there are two celled condition, generative cell and vegetative cell. The generative cell will divide and produce two male gametes. Vegetative cells become tube cell and that will lead the development of pollen tube. Pollen grain have germ pore and from their pollen tubes emerge. So emerging of the pollen tube that will penetrate in the stigma and it is coming inside the ovule. So how the pollen tubes are entering into the ovule? There are three types of entering of the pollen tube in the ovule. In that, first is porogamy. When pollen tube enters the ovule through micropyle, so that is called, or this condition is known as porogamy. But in certain cases, pollen tube enter in the ovule through the chalazial end. So this is the chalazial end. This is called chalazial end. And pollen tube is coming in the ovule through the chalazial end. Then this condition is known as chalazogamy. Now third one is their pollen tube enter in the ovule through the integument. So these are the integuments. Through the integuments, when pollen tube enter in the ovule, this is called mesogamy. So these are the three types of entry of pollen tube into the ovule. That is porogamy, chalazogamy and mesogamy. Now next is the entry of the pollen tube in the embryo sac. So here in this figure you see pollen tube is entering through the micropyle, it means there is porogamy. And when pollen tube enter, then pollen tube enter into the embryo sac. Embryo sac is present in the ovule. So the entry of pollen tube into the embryo sac may be between the egg cell and one of the synergid cells, or between the wall of embryo sac and one of the synergids, or between the two synergids. Anyway, pollen tube enter into the embryo sac. So when they are entering, then after that next is discharge of male gamete from the pollen tube into the embryo sac. Two male gametes are present. Both male gametes are discharged into the embryo sac. One male gamete fuse with the egg. So fusion of one of the male gamete with the egg is known as syngamy. This is also called fertilization. Fusion of male and female gamete. Other male gamete fuse with the polar nuclei, or two polar nuclei are present as secondary nucleus there in the center, it fuse with this. So there three haploid nuclei are going to fuse, two polar and one male gamete. So this is known as triple fusion. So here two fusion is, one is the syngamy, that is the fusion of one male gamete to the female gamete egg. Other is fusion of other male gamete with the polar nuclei. Therefore, this is known as double fertilization. So this type of fertilization, which involves the fusion of one male gamete with the egg and other male gamete with the polar nuclei is known as double fertilization. This phenomenon of double fertilization first of all was discovered by S.G. Navaschin. So this is the main characteristics of angiosperms: double fertilization and triploid endosperm. These polar nuclei, when fused with the male gamete, will form primary endosperm nucleus. It is triploid, and from this, so this is the triploid, and from this endosperm will develop, and from the after the fusion of male gamete and egg, zygote is formed. From the zygote, embryo develop.